I'm going to talk to you about clarity on values. And when you get clear on your values and how to define what you value most, and you start reframing, you're going to start living your best life. And I guarantee you, your best life is right around the corner. We're going to talk about getting some clarity on your values, how you could be living your best life when you're not comparing yourself to others, when you're not judging others, because when you judge others, you really are judging yourself, and when you stop the comparison game and looking at what everyone else is doing and you're not doing. We got to get real with ourselves. Really, what is going to make it so that you're living your best life? Well, let's get clarity on what you value and what's important. I used to think that if I had more money, if I had the newer car, if I had the nicer house, if I had all these things, then I'm gonna be happy and then I'm living my best life. But newsflash, that's not what makes you live your best life. And it took a few stumbles and a lot of falls to figure out that living my best life was living by what I value. So what are values? And what are values and what are things that you could value? Well, some values are like spending time with family. Guess what? Money can't buy that. Unless it's a plane ticket across the country, money can't buy that quality time with your family, your kids, your significant other, a job I love. Okay, well, money can't buy a job I love. I love waking up every day. I think to myself all the time, my team was talking about if we won the lotto, what would you do? I would do exactly what I'm doing today. And I think that speaks volumes. And I'm not just saying that, it's not bullshit. I really mean it. I would do exactly what I'm doing today. I'm helping people, I enjoy it, I'm living my best life. Happiness comes within, it doesn't come with things. Happiness starts with you. And you could be living your best life. You could stop comparing yourself to others. You could stop the game of, judging others. Oh, well, they have that, or they did this, or they just took that expensive vacation, but I have this. So you start to make yourself feel better. Let's get real. Let's write down what is important to you. What makes you want to wake up in the morning? Who is it that you want to be surrounded by every day? What do you want to be doing? And where do you want to be doing it? Start with that. That is what's going to make a difference. And then who cares what everyone else is doing? Who cares if they have a Ferrari in the driveway, a Range Rover, the bigger house, the nicer remodel on their kitchen? Who cares? Are you living your best life? And if you are, you'll notice that all these things that happen around us are less and less meaningful and less disruptive to our day-to-day lives when you know what you value and what's important. And then guess what? There's going to be detours along the way. What are those detours? There might be a job transition at some point. There might be a divorce, a health issue, or whatever. But you're able to start reframing and deciding what is important to you, and is that life event so triggering? I'm going to tell you the truth. Years ago, I would be so triggered by something bad happening because it wasn't on my plan and it wasn't going my way. And I learned to write down how I envisioned my life, what I value. You can actually reframe yourself all the time. Start thinking about the more positives in your life. Okay, so the shit hits the fan, or things go downhill and you can't control. There's some things that are out of your control. Okay, well, what is going right in your life? What do you value? What is making you happy? Start focusing on that. When you start reframing, you'll realize that you judge less, you compare less, and you start living a good life. And you want to live your best life. You can do it. Start getting clarity on your values today.